Hey guys, welcome today again to my London and New York session live stream. Today we will be hunting setups. Stay tuned. Before I start, I have to say that this is for education purposes only. I have to say, yeah. So this is it's not an investment recommendation. So guys, please, this is just for education. But I'm going to be showing you guys how I trade, how I do my thing. You know, and yeah, let's have a look. So one of the pairs that I'm interested in today is pound pound US dollars. Pound US dollars. So the daily chart, you can see that we hit this zone right here, lots of rejections. Hit the zone, lots of rejections, and we rallied from here. Strong bullish daily close yesterday. So we are pretty much at the bottom of a range. Yeah. Strong downtrend, hit this zone, reject, 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 lots of rejection, strong push away from this area. And my bias for today in this pair is long. So I'm hunting buys for today. So on the hourly chart, of course, before you start, the first thing you do is to map out your zones. Here, we have a zone here, we rejected here, coming back into that zone now, and we are rejecting. We have this here. We have a small area of consolidation here. I mean, you can see it properly if you move to a lower time frame. See? Here, hit that zone, rejected, hit it again, rejected, push a little bit deeper, rejected. Now we are tapping into this lower zone. Tapped into the zone, pushed up, came back again. Now we are rejecting. So in the next 20 minutes, depending on how the 1 hour candle close, I will be taking long. I will be taking buys, targeting this zone. Targeting this zone. So if this candle closes bullish, preferably like this, close it bullish like this, I'll be taking long, hoping to hit this zone right here. It will be a quick in and out. So that's what we're waiting for. So now we're just waiting, just waiting. So let's have a look at other pairs and see what they're doing. Mm, let's have a look. Okay, yesterday I was hoping that US CAD will push up to test this high, but that didn't happen. Instead, we have an inside bar. So my expectation now is that price might be looking to come down and retest this area. So we probably not gonna have a trade on this pair for today. I'm expecting it maybe to come down here and start pushing higher. Of course, I'm still bullish. So, but the scenario we planned out for yesterday, it didn't happen, so there was no trade. So let's have a look, have a look, have a look. There is no volume at all today. Hmm. Okay. Australia US dollar, Euro US dollar. What is this? ASS 200. Pushed up, now rejecting. Of course, we're always doing a top-down analysis. So overall, I mean, I had a trade in this pair in the morning. Saw this candle coming down, wait for a retracement up here, took the trade, and made a nice pip, a nice 1% right here. So which was nice. Came down, found a support here, came up. Now we're hitting a resistance and rejecting. So it looks like it wants to come back down. But yeah, I'm not really keen to be taking sales here because yesterday's candle is super bullish. I mean, the shorts that I took this morning it was mainly based on the work I've done, statistical studies that I've done in the past. When a particular pattern occurs at this time of the day, it has a high probability of working out. So that's why I took this trade. But of course, when I woke up, my bias was bullish. But of course, you can have your bias, you keep it for yourself, and you are always focusing on what the market is doing. Always. You have your bias, you have what you think is going to happen, but at the end of the day, you have to focus on what is happening right now. Always focus on the now, what is happening now. Okay, Australian card. We are hitting I mean, market is a long-term downtrend, came down, rallying back up to the weekly sell zone. This is pretty much a major resistance on the weekly chart. Yeah, hit the resistance. Price is starting to struggle. It's have the zone here on the daily. Let me just remove all this. So we are hitting a zone right here. Hit the zone, rejected, came back up. I mean, it's never a good idea to trade against the higher time frame momentum. You can see yesterday the momentum was bullish. So yesterday's candle, big momentum up. I mean, of course, we are hitting a major zone right now, and it's a major weekly sell zone. But still, we rather see this candle close bearish and come back tomorrow and take it from there. But for now, this could be just a retracement for price to continue going higher. As you can see on 1 hour time frame, that's the retracement right here. We might be pushing up. We might be pushing higher. Who knows? But yeah. Anyway, that's the let's say we don't have a clear picture. Australia Swiss franc. Australia Swiss franc. We might have something to do here. Let's wait for the candle to close. Let's wait for the candle to close in 15 minutes. Bitcoin is ranging. I mean, we have momentum coming in here. Good momentum. But of course, we are at the bottom of the range on a daily chart. So it's not going to make sense to be taking sales. So we have this range right here. Like this. Let's see what happens here. So we have a range. So selling here, we'll be selling the bottom of the range. So it might work out, but it's not a high probability setup. I mean, it could work if this candle closes here, maybe with a little bit of a wick. We might be able to sell and maybe make at least 10 pip profit before we tap the zone. But it's a risky trade. Risky trade. You can see from a daily chart, we are in a consolidation. We're in a consolidation, so it's not a good place to trade this type of strategy. Euro pound. I mean, the volatility in this pair have gone down a lot, the last couple of days. I mean, when I say volatility, I mean the range on each candle has gone down a lot. Most candles are like 2 to 3 pips. Look at this. This is 5 pips, and you pay 1.3 pip spread. Pretty much, you're paying 2.6 pip spread on a round turn. On a 5 pip. Yeah, this is okay. The whole candle is. I mean, the range is about 14 pips. But for me, when I'm talking about range, I'm talking about the ATR, which is the range of the candle. I'm also looking at the size of the body. Size of the body. That's in case if you want to hold to a close. So I take that into account. So this is ranging right here. Pound Australian dollar. Okay, we might have a potential trade setting up here. So basically, we are in a range. We hit the top of the range, and we are rejecting. Hit the top of the range, rejecting. So this is the next target. So if this candle closes like this, there is a big probability that the next candle will come down to at least 10 pips, or even up to here, 15 pips. A high probability. So we have pound Australian dollar. Daily is ranging, 4 hour is ranging. Da, da, da. Huh. It's a massive range, man. So in a range, you want to be selling the top of the range and buying the bottom of the range. So we've hit the top, and price seems to be showing some weakness. So depending on how this candle close, we might take a sell right here, targeting this range. I mean this zone right here. But the cleanest setup that I've seen today is the pound US. Okay, pound yen, we are at a 4 hour zone. So we have a zone right here. We've pushed into it, kind of rejected. Now we are pushing back into it again. So what do we have here? We have this messy zone. You can see price have reacted. Price is reacting to this zone, especially here. Came up, struggling, moved up again, struggling. Now we're starting to push up. So it's an interesting area. But with the way the previous day candle closed, it's super bullish. So the probability that we will maybe push up a little bit is quite high. So you don't want to, even though we are at a zone, a 4-hour zone, there is still a good chance that we will break past it. It's possible. At the same time, if we push into it, this is another scenario. We can push into this, get a massive rejection, push into this, get a massive rejection candle like this with a huge wick. If we get this, I say we push in, get this type of rejection, we're taking it down. We're taking sales. But at this, as it stands now, we just have to wait. But of course, the bias is bullish. But we have a bullish bias, but at the same time, we are sitting on a zone. We can't take buys here. That would be suicidal almost. Almost suicidal. You can see a zone is not like a one particular price. It's an area. Just map out the zone where we've pushed out from. So just wait. Wait. Oh, yeah, and US is looking good. 4 hour chart is ranging. Oh, fuck. Okay, it looks like we will pass the trade. We didn't even get an opportunity. I was hoping that we close somewhere here, but this is a huge volume. Huge volume coming in, and we are pushing into the resistance. Yeah. Looks like, yeah, maybe I'll miss this one, but it's okay. Do I want to be buying into here? Hell fucking no. Hell no. I mean, it could work. Around this time of the day, we get a big volume. And with those volume, all these small zones can be taken out, so no problem. But I don't want to have my money on the line, to find out whether the zone will break or not. So I'll just wait. Just wait. Yeah, it looks like I'm going to miss the trade on pound US. 59. Yeah. So we are going to miss this. Okay, maybe not because the level is taken out. Okay, the zone is taken out, almost taken out. So hit this zone, we are bouncing. We've taken out this area. So what am I looking for now? What am I looking for? Maybe some retracement. Maybe we might not get it because the momentum is too much. But no retracement, no trade. No retracement, no trade. Uh, if this candle, if this thing retraces maybe to here, so this is like a Q zone. Anywhere around here, it's a Q zone. If we pull back into this area, we're taking buys and exiting for maybe 10 pips. It looks like we won't be lucky. Yeah, just trying to set up. Yeah, I'm going to miss this trade, man. I don't think the I don't think the market is in the move for some retracement. But the thing is, you don't chase. You wait for price to come to you, then you execute. Let's see if we get a retracement. Ideally, this is where we'll be. This will be our Q zone somewhere here. So I use 20 period EMA, 20 period EMA, and 50 period EMA. So define the area of value. Patience is key in trading. You have to wait. You have to stalk the market like a predator. You know how the predator, stalks its prey. That's how you have to follow the market, man. When everything lines up, then you pounce. This was a potential trade, but the thing is, man, I haven't even done any analysis on US dollar. I mean, statistical analysis, so I shouldn't even be looking at it. Man, one thing I can say is before you trade any instrument, make sure you do your homework. You have to do the statistical analysis. That's how you understand how a particular pair move. When people are telling you to get to know the pair you trade, get to do your homework. That's what it's about. You have to look at the raw data, man. You have to look at the raw data. Like you see the type of work I do in Excel. So this is ASS 200. You have to do the work. You have to do the work, man. See, these are your statistics. You have to do your work. You have to get your stats. That's how you build up your edge. That's how you build up your edge. Because sometimes you look at a chart and your intuition will be telling you that certain things work a certain way. But when you get to crunching the numbers, you get to looking at the data, you get a totally different picture. So most traders, man, probably the reason why they are not consistent is because they haven't done the work. Trust me, it's not easy to do. Your brain doesn't want to do it, but you have to do it. You have to do it. There is no other way. You have to do it. That's how you find where those edges are. That's how you put the probabilities in your favor. Okay, so we have this strong close. We might get something to work with here. So we have a range. Hmm. Yeah, we might have something to work with here. Plus, we have to be careful about this zone. It's messy, man. It's messy. You have a range. We are already close to the bottom of the range. Taking a trade here will always be difficult. So we have euro pound. It moved quite a bit, but it moved, and It's at the bottom of the range. What does the 4 hours chart look like? Yeah, okay, we are definitely at the bottom of the range. So this is not, I mean, yeah, I wouldn't be taking sales here. No way. I mean, price can reject this at any moment. Yeah, pound US is not retracing. Holding above this zone. Nah, no retracement. Ideally, this is our Q zone. But if it doesn't retrace, no trade. Okay, we missed the trade. Moved up without us, but that's fine. We just have to wait. We just wait. We missed it. Fuck. And look at that. We missed it. Well, that's okay. So we might run into price might run into some resistance right here, but we missed that one. But you never chase a trade. You never chase a trade. So the ideal scenario would have been a retracement here. Retracement to this zone, and we take profit here. I mean, take profit here, enter here, take profit here. and our stop loss would have been somewhere here. But no problems. We just wait. We just have to wait. Okay, looks like US yen is breaking this zone. The market is starting to move. London open. Euro pound target hit. Of course, I didn't take this trade because we are at a support, but it was a good strong push down, get a retracement. We have looking to take it down here. So this is exactly the scenario we were hoping for the pound US trade, but it didn't happen. All we can do is wait. Now we're coming back down into this zone. If we get a rejection down here, we can take it up. Play ping pong. Man, once this zone breaks, no resistance anywhere in sight until maybe somewhere here. So we might want to keep an eye on US dollar yen. Look at this. Nothing in sight until somewhere here. Let's see what happens. Yeah, when you get this signal at a support or resistance zone, it could work, but the trade is a pain, man. You go into profit and it goes into drawdown, profit, drawdown, profit, drawdown. You can see how we came down and we're pushing back up. So I mean, it could work, but it's a pain. Okay, now pound USD is rejecting. Push stop now is rejecting. Hey, I've worried about this pair. Now we might get something to work with here. Even though we have a rejection here, have all these wicks here, doesn't really look good. But yeah, we might get something to work with. We are right on a zone. Man, it's better to resist the temptation, eh? And wait for a really good setup. We are sitting right on top of a resistance. This zone here. Came down here, rejected, up here, rejected, down here again, and we pull him back. Yeah, buyers are stepping in. Of course, this is our Q zone. But the thing is, we are so close to bottom of the range that I don't feel super confident risking money here. You can see if you look at 30 minutes chart, have a zone right here. So we are literally sitting where other players will be thinking is a support, a buying zone. Of course, we can do this, come back here, and the trade might work, but it's not a high probability trade. It could work, but it will be a difficult trade because already we are changing structure. If you look, making high, pulling back, coming down, this is already broken. Structure is already broken. You might not think this. You might think this doesn't mean anything, man. But if you get this and you're trying to trade pullback, it's a pain. You go down to 1 minute chart, you can see how we're coming down, making lower highs, lower low. All of a sudden, boom, all these zones are taken out. So structure have changed. So there are definitely buyers down here. You know, so I just don't like it. It could work, but it could work, but selling support is not a viable long-term strategy. even though we have momentum. I mean, this 1 hour candle have a lot of momentum. But you see the rejection here. Came down, reject, try to come back here again, reject. Even though we have a lot of momentum, and under normal circumstances, I should be selling this currency right now. I should be smacking the sales button right here, like right now. It's right on my sales zone, hoping to make 10 to 13 pips right there. But yeah, what does the 4 hour chart look like? Previous 4 hour candle is bullish, so it's an even low probability trade. So when you have a bullish higher time frame candle, the chances of having a candle that goes down to break that low is super, super, super. It doesn't happen often. But at the same time, you can see daily chart is in a range. So this is even now I'm looking at the higher time frame, it's even not a good idea. You can see daily is in a range. And we are right at the bottom of that range. So taking sales here is not a good idea. So I'm gonna be passing on. I will pass on this trade. I mean, it could work, but I wait for something else. The euro pound trade still struggling. So this is what you get, man. if you took sales here, I mean, in this type of trade, you cannot be greedy. If you take if price retraces and you took sales here, you have to be content with not waiting for price to go all the way down here. Maybe as we approach the low, this low here, you should be taking profit. But then this is 6 pips. Look at the spread, 2.2 pips. You're gonna pay 2.4 to make 6 pips. It doesn't make sense. Okay, now US yen have broken. We might have something to work with here. That is our Q zone. If this candle closes bullish like this, we'll be hoping to get some kind of retracement and take it up as the game plan. If it sets up really well, that might be our trade for today. And it broke that zone with a huge momentum. Pound yen seems like it's rejecting, but the probability is gone. If it comes down here now, we're not going to be taking buys. Probability is gone. Guys, please, if you like my video, please hit the like button, subscribe. I'll keep teaching you guys how I do this thing. You know, keep the stream going. You guys are gonna love my content. So you guys are gonna be learning how I scalp. You know, most people will tell you that trading on the 5 minutes chart, it can be done, but this is what I do day in, day out. Of course, you have to take into account how the candles on the higher time frames are closing. You have to be looking at your weekly chart, daily chart, 4-hour chart, hourly chart, and you put the whole piece together. And you can go down even, I even look at 1 minute time frame sometimes. You have to put the whole piece all together, then you make your trading decision. But if somebody tell you that you can look at small time frames, maybe it doesn't work for them, but this is what I do. You have to be constantly looking at multiple time frames. Now we have USDN is really pushing strong. Eh? That's good. Huge volume. Okay, we'll keep an eye on this. Euro US dollar. Hit a zone. We are rejecting. We might have something to work with right here. Not enough range in the candle. Not enough range. So we just have to wait for this candle to close. And pound yen is pushing, eh? If it breaks this zone, we might have something to work with. Then we might be targeting somewhere here. And this is a clean no man's land. This is what I mean, man. You say euro, pound, difficult trade. If you're buying, if you are selling support, that's what you get. If you're going to do it, man, once you go in, anything market gives you, take it and run. Don't get greedy and try to squeeze the last pip out of the trade. I see this one also, the euro Australian dollar, starting out to be I mean, buyer seems to be stepping in. With this close on the 13 minutes, yeah, we are probably heading up back up to somewhere here. Yeah, we have a daily range right here. Taking sales, the eye is pretty much selling the bottom of the range. For our zone, see, and we're retracing. I mean, for some people, I mean, once we hit this zone, it's an automatic buy signal for them. But that's not how I trade. You know, my essentially what I'm trading is pullback. Trading a pullback strategy on a 5 and 15-minute chart. Of course, using multiple time frame to find zones where you have a high probability setups. Okay, looks like sellers are stepping in. Pushed up here, reject. Pushed up again, reject. Now this candle is closing the low of this candle. But even with this, to get through all these zones will be a pain. That's a problem. We can come here, of course, we can get through them, but I don't want to find out with my real money. Sales are stepping in. 2.5 pips. This is a 1 minute chart. Our trade for today, man, it might be US yen. Huge momentum push. Just break a zone. Broke this zone. So all we need once this candle close is to get some kind of pullback to here. The 20 period EMA, and we take it back up. So that's the plan. Okay, now pound US is coming back to our kill zone, but of course the probability is gone. I mean, it could still work, but we have only 15 minutes until the close of this candle. So it means that in 15 minutes, price have to come in here and go all the way back up here for us to make profit. So we don't have a lot of time. But definitely we are in our Q zone. If the price didn't push up first, if the price first of all came down, then it's a different story. Then we take it up. But price have already moved up, but it's coming back down. We're coming into this zone and we're starting to get small candles. Small candles means sales are losing strength. So there is a good probability once you start seeing the small candles, we're gonna start pushing up. But am I going to take this trade? No. Yeah, even if you take this trade, it's not gonna be easy. Look at this. Could still work, but I'm not gonna get involved. So we're just waiting. Just wait. Okay, we might have a good sell opportunity in pound New Zealand dollar. But the spread is crazy though. So we hit a major zone and now market is selling off. Let's see what the range of this candle is. 27 pips. And the spread is insane. How the fuck are you gonna make money trading this? Not scalping. Maybe on a if you trade this on a longer time frame, you might be able to make money. But with the spread on this time frame, it's next to impossible. So we have 3 minutes until the 1 hour candle close. The only thing that is looking good right now is the pound yen. But you can see we came up, pushed up. Now we're starting to lose momentum. Starting to lose momentum, so we're coming back down. So ideally, we want price to come back to this zone. Now we take the trade. Come back to this zone here. We take the trade. Up here. That's what we have. That's what we are hunting now. This is our Q zone. So how do you know when market is losing momentum? Strong candle pushes, all of a sudden start seeing small candles. Small bodied candle means this strong momentum is either the aggressive buyer have stopped buying and price is starting to roll over, or the strong buyer was pushing up, then he's starting to meet a huge opposing order above the market. So it could be either one. But let's see. Let's see how this candle closes. So we have 1 minute. One minute, 1 minute, 1 minute. $6.5 pips, risking 11 pips. Okay, let's see if market will retrace before it starts pushing back up. Ideally, that's what we want. Let's see. We don't chase. If market doesn't get to our level, no trade. Okay, US yen is not showing any sign of retracing. We are not gonna chase. If we get the trade, beautiful. No retracement, no trade. There is always another day. There is always another day. But what we can do is this. Because the thing is, you can enter long here and you have the market retrace all the way back down here. It's possible. And you have to sit there and suffer all those drawdowns. So guys, I'm gonna be taking a buy soon. So we're getting a retracement right here. Just a little bit more, a little bit more. So the price is heading to our Q zone, which is good. Just a little bit more, a little bit more, a little bit more. A little bit more. Come on, come down, 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 down. Okay, maybe I'm going to enter half of my position here. If it keeps coming down, I'll buy some more. Come on, come down, 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 down. Guys, this is our Q zone right here. You know, the area shaded white. Of course, we can miss this trade. This candle can push up. Essentially, this will be a quick scalp. We're hoping to get a candle down here. Then we take it for a quick scalp, exit somewhere here. That's the plan. Okay, looks like I'm gonna miss this trade. It's all about patience. Patience, patience, patience. So there is no upcoming news. I mean, the next news will be in like 4 hours. US GDP growth rate and all those stuff. So 4 hours is plenty of time to maybe for me to be in and out. Okay, it looks like I'm going to, let's see what the price is going to do. So I'm watching the 1 minute chart. And I see we have a clear downtrend on the 1 minute chart. Well, price is starting to make lower lows and lower highs. So I'm hoping that price will come down into this area. Of course, when it comes down to here, I'm expecting this mini downtrend to end. But it looks like, let's see if there are still willing sellers. It looks like the sellers are running out of steam. Sellers are running out of steam. So it might be a good time. Yeah, I think it's a good time to enter my position. So I'm in. I'm long. I'm long. Let's see what happens. I mean, I was hoping for price to get down here, but it looks like people who are selling have run out of steam. If you look at the 1 minute chart, had a push, came up, had a push, started seeing small candles. It looks like the sellers doesn't have much juice left in them. So I mean, where I got in screwed with my risk reward a little bit, but I can sense that the buyers are stepping in, that's for sure. So let's see what happens. This trade might be good for 6 to 8 pips. Then boom, we are out. Okay, buyers are stepping in. Guys, I'm just gonna make me a tea. Okay. I mean, we have another 33 minutes until win or lose, we are out of the trade. So every single one of my trade have a timestamp on them. So this trade have to work in the next half an hour. In the next half an hour, win, lose, in profit, in loss, we are out. Come on, GJ, let's go. Go, 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 go. Come on. This 15 minutes candle is bearish. Of course, if this candle, if the current candle closes anywhere like this, above this one, I might even add to my position. But let's see how it closes. The thing is, outside of here, man, we have a clean range. That's the thing. Look at this. No resistance whatsoever. Come on, DJ. Come on, let's go. Okay, the 15-minute candle have closed. It's not as strong as I would have liked. Now, if it closed stronger, I would have maybe added to my position right here. But it's a bullish close, but it's a weak bullish close. Let's see what happens. I mean, normally, my target will be somewhere here. Well, because we've broken through this resistance and there is nothing in front of us in the form of resistance. So I'm willing to see if I can get a little bit more out of the trade. I'm hoping to exit maybe somewhere here for 9 to 10 pips. There is literally nothing in front of us. So if we get that in the next half an hour, that would be great. Otherwise, we take whatever the market gives us, win or lose, and move on to the next trade. Let's see what happens. Of course, on the 1 minute chart, price is struggling to break. You see, we have a consolidation here. Broke through the zone, have a retest, push down. Now we're having a little bit of a hard time pushing back into the zone. But let's see if the big boys with real money will show up and smash through this. Come on, GJ. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Let's go. Okay, have my cup of tea. Okay. Let's see what the other players are doing. I mean, of course, I trade with IC market. The spread is my FXCM account. The spread in IC market is half of what this thing is. So I can't scalp with these guys. If I'm using FXCM, I can't do what I'm doing now. It's impossible. So I'm executing my trade with IC market. So the spread in UJ is like 0.6 or 0.7 pips. Come on, UJ, let's go. Let's go. I know you want to smash this. Come on. Let's smash through this. So we have 25 minutes until this trade either work or it doesn't work. So every time I put on a trade, there is a countdown. So when you trade, you have to watch all the time frames. See what market is doing. Try and put the piece all together. Okay, now we're starting to push up. Big boys are stepping in. So once we hit the top of the zone, I will be closing partial. And I'm expecting price to smash through that zone, man. Okay, come on, GJ. We have 20 minutes. So I've moved my stop. I've moved my stop to this low right here. Move my stop to right here. Because once price have moved in my favor for a little bit, it doesn't make sense to take a full loss on this trade. Plus, we only have 15 minutes left. If price comes all the way down here, the probability of price coming back up all the way up in the next 15 minutes and close here is quite slim. So if price is gonna come down here, I want to be out. That's fine. I take a small loss and I move on. But my expectation is that this high will be smashed in the next 15 minutes. That's what I'm expecting anyway. Let's see how it plays out. Come on, GJ. Come on. Let's go. Okay. The 15 minutes candle, the close is really strong, which is good. So buys are stepping in. It's a strong 15-minute candle close. So let's see how the last 15-minute candle closes. The market is making me end my pip. They don't want to give it up easy, eh? Let's see what happens. Looking at the 1-minute chart. 5 minutes. The close on the last 5 minutes candle is good. Close on the last 15 minutes candle is good. Good bullish, good strong bullish. Of course, my expectation is something like this. Smash this. But who knows? You never know. I'm expecting a strong push like this. Strong push like this. Ah, yeah, anyway, you get the idea. I'm expecting a strong push like this. And it will be happy days. We have 12 minutes. Clock is ticking. I'll get more tea. Come on, GJ. And we are struggling right here, eh? Struggling to break. I might even have to scratch this trade once we start getting back to my entry. Once we, if I see the candle start coming down towards here, the low of this candle, man, I scratch because we have 9 minutes anyway. Sometimes you don't get that push until the last minute, until the last maybe 5 minutes, 2 minutes. But let's see. I've moved my stop to break even. So this trade is now a free trade. If we push up and hit my target, that's fine. If we come down up to where I entered, well, it's a scratch. Let's see what the other pairs are doing. So Pan US is pushing up and into a resistance. Euro US is pushing up. This is such a difficult trade. Hey? No wonder US dollar is weak. US dollar is weak. The US dollar is going down. The reason why our trade is holding up, every other thing is, every other yen pair is pushing, but it's unfortunate we are in the yen, in the US dollar versus yen. So we just have to take whatever the market gives us at this point. So US dollar is weak. But the thing is pushing into a support zone now. So if we start bouncing from the support zone, who knows, maybe if US dollar start bouncing from the support zone, we might see a push in our trade. So we have 6 minutes for this trade to work. Man, every other pair, man, pound yen is flying. So finally we took out this zone, took out this zone. Now it's flying up. So US dollar is weak. That's the problem. Yeah, 5 minutes. Yeah, I don't think this will work, eh? Looks like I'm gonna close this trade and just take what the market gives me at this point. That's it. Close trade. No problem. Took something out of it. US dollar is weak, super, super weak. But we took something out of it. So that's two trades today, two trades, two wins. Earlier today, I took this trade. I traded the Australian ASS 200. Took short. This red candle, whether for a pullback, took it short. It was a win. I traded the US yen now, a small win. A small win, but a win nonetheless. So guys, that's how you scalp. That's how you do it. Anyway, I will be ending this stream right now. Who knows? There might be other opportunities later on. All right, guys. Catch you guys tomorrow.